let's have a look at the interior on the 599. As you can see, it's a tan interior, and given the age of the car, it doesn't look too bad, although there is some general wear and tear on the upholstery. Now the seat, as you can see, has gone really glossy, starting to go in a couple of places around the stitching, but that's not unusual for getting in and out of the cars, but that needs cleaning. As you can see here, it's dirty, and there, and around the prancing horse. So the leather needs a good clean, and obviously we will add some balm and try and condition it a bit. Just generally, you know, the car's used and you've got to expect them to get dirty. Carpets need a good clean. Generally it isn't bad at all, but it does need a little bit of life given back into it. Don't know if you can see what I can see around. All the letters need cleaning. The carbon fibre dash will need a light polish just to give that back a bit of life. Few marks this side on the seat, just general, you know, wear and tear. Down in the footwells you could probably see just where your feet rub. That'll need looking at. So all in all, it isn't as bad as it could be. We've dealt with a lot worse, and this is a beautiful car, but as most of you know, I do love Ferraris, and it's always a pleasure to work on them. There's a few intricate bits that we'll get to in the back. Going to be a bit awkward to work, but it will still need doing. So overall, that isn't bad. So I think we'll be starting on the interior before we start the wet work, and the wheel arches and all that. So I'll see you a little bit later while I decide which way round I'm going to do this. See you soon. Right, you can see that I've masked off the trim so that when I'm polishing this carbon fibre, I don't get any polish on the leather. And just to give you a look at this, looking very lackluster, and I'm sure we can make it look better than that. Right, I'm going to crack on. I'm going to clean the windscreen first on the inside, and then I'll start doing some polishing on here. So I'll see you a little bit later. started to remove the haziness. So I'm just going to crack on and get this done, and I'll show you the results when it's finished. So just sitting there just watching the same thing over and over again. So I'll crack on and I'll see you in a bit. Right. Much better results. See you soon. As you can see, I've removed the kick plate from the driver's footwell, and I'm going to get it on the polishing machine and bring it up a bit. It'll also enable me to clean the leather in that area better, rather than leave a line of dirt where it attaches. So this will look a damn sight better, and the leather will look a damn sight better when I've cleaned it. So I'm going to get on and polish it. See in a bit. Coming along slowly. Well, I'm not able to get all the scratches out, but so far it's looking a damn sight better. Just going to give it a bit more of a finishing polish. See what it looks like. Thought I'd show you the interior now that it's completed. This is just the pile going in different directions. That looks much better down there. Everything's now been cleaned. All the kick area down there has been cleaned. Seats. And we've got a fly. So that's looking good. You've already seen the engine bays all complete and clean, and shortly I'll be going round showing you the faults on the bodywork. So I'll be back shortly. Right, the car is now in the light room. Unfortunately, I've damaged my shoulder putting the security bar on outside my unit, and I've pulled my shoulder, so I'm not able to lift my polisher at the moment, so things aren't moving along as quickly as I'd like, but I have made some preparations for when I start. But I thought I'd show some of the faults that we've got to deal with on this car. A lot of it is general cleaning, but the car was sold, I believe, around April time, and there's been a lot of dealer prep, if you like, getting the car ready for sale. But we've also got some really bad scratches. It looks like either a petrol pump hose or a wash hose has been dragged over this pillar, and some quite bad marks, and they seem to be everywhere. There's quite a lot of work to do in this lower area, but you can see there's holograms, there's plenty of stone chips I need to touch in, some body damage that I'm going to try and tidy up. But on the windows, both sides, we've got overspray. Now, at first I thought this was the coating that must be on the glass, but it isn't. Something's been painted. Well, I know that this rear quarter has been painted, and basically they couldn't have masked off the windows because it's everywhere. So I need to remove that, and I say it's on both sides. Also, if I open the doors, the slant panel is also covered in overspray, so that will have to be cleaned up as well. The paintwork is just generally, you know, it's had some bad mopping and swirls, but there are some deeper scratches running across the panels, the mirrors also. Now, there's some bad scratching along the top of this door which go under the mirror, and as you can see, somebody's been there before trying to polish the car, and left all the plastics marked. So I'm probably going to have to remove the mirror to do anything at all with those scratches. But you could see nowhere has been safe from the bad washing. And you could see there's something in the paint there. There's bad scratches around the door handles and in the door handles and underneath the door handles. As we move around the car, let's just have a look along the sills, because they're in quite a bad way, as you can see. And that's pretty usual for most cars. Scratches in the wing, there's scratches in the bonnet. Again, you know, either leaning over the wing or something has been pulled over the wings, and this is on both sides. The front panel is badly etched, as you can see, and also there's a lot of marks along the front edge of that panel. Again, the bonnet, there are some bad scratches in the bonnet. I'm not going to go around every one of them because there's that many, but you could see in general there's quite a lot of bad marks. No panel has got away with it. Again, get to the offside wing and you can see some large scratches. Move along the top and there's even more scratches, and they also go over to the top side of the wing, and quite bad. The doors, again, more scratches, scratch running all the way across this door. It's not showing up that well for some reason, but it's there. The sills this side, again, there's a lot of damage. We get to this, the badge here is actually hanging off, so that'll have to be taken care of. There's a lot of touch-ups to do around this area, and then we get to this window, again overspray, and this top, some bad scratching again around the top of this pillar, as you can see. Another deep scratch. See if I can get it to pick up. Another deep scratch running all the way along there, there. And the bumpers, holograms, and the list goes on and on and on. So I have my work cut out on this one. I knew it was going to be, but these are the sort of jobs I enjoy doing. It's just going to be very, very time consuming, but if you watch my videos, you know that the time really doesn't come into it. You know, I'm going to do the job until I'm satisfied. This rear boot, there was some scarring over this side, which I've tried just a quick polish on, and I seem to be removing most of it because it's not showing up as bad as it was, but I'm trying to work one-handed and it's not really working. So until I'm actually fit enough to hold the polishing mop, it's unfortunate, but I'm not going to be able to do a lot of work, you know, because swinging a mop around for 5 or 6 hours at a time is quite hard work, and with a shoulder dislocated or whatever I've done to it, it's very uncomfortable. I'm just going to see if I can capture some of this. It's not showing up very well, but there's some flattened marks in there. Anyway, that gives you a general idea of what I'm up against with this Ferrari. But like I say, these are the jobs I enjoy doing. You know, I love Ferraris, as everybody knows, and I'm actually really looking forward to being able to get a polisher on it when I can use my arm. So you'll have to bear with me a little bit till the work starts, but it'll be coming. So I'll see you as soon as I get some work started.